everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to yet another new series of mine, Astrology and Other Mythology. Despite being a devout Christian, I've always been interested in methods of analyzing one's personality through supposedly magical means, particularly the Western astrology system. So to start this series off, I'm going to explain the 12 classic zodiac signs, what they mean, and the common traits associated with each of them. To get more mystical analysis videos, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Now let's get started! Traditionally, when people talk about your zodiac sign, they're talking about your sun sign, or the constellation the sun was in when you were born, as it's in every year during a 30 or so day period. Of course, your sun sign is only the tip of the iceberg as far as your astrological profile is concerned. Your personality is, at least supposedly, determined by a moon sign, rising sign, and so many more, in addition to your sun sign, which the rest of this video series will cover, and also explain why people born within the same 30 or so days sometimes have contrasting personalities. Today, in my astrology series introductory video, I'm going to give a brief summary of each of the 12 constellations the sun spends time in and what it means when someone is born with the sun in each of said constellations. So let's start at the beginning of the astrological calendar. Although the Gregorian calendar begins on January 1st, the astrological season begins on March 21st. The Aries symbol is a ram. In fact, Aries is Latin for ram. This comes from the myth of the Golden Fleece. Between March 21st and April 20th, the sun is in the constellation of Aries. Aries is the cardinal fire sign ruled by the planet Mars. The personality traits commonly associated with Aries include, but are not limited to, passionate, bold, risk-taking, brave, and impatient. Being the first sign of the zodiac, people born in the sign of Aries tend to take that first step into whatever it is they're passionate about, like a ram, without a second thought. Aries ruling planet Mars, the planet of desire, war, and heat, is primarily responsible for these traits. As the cardinal fire sign, Aries are prone to burnout, something many essential workers have become very familiar with over the last year or so. Each zodiac sign has a body part associated with it, which is supposedly the individual's most vulnerable, and for Aries, that part is the head. This makes sense since Aries likes to dive headfirst into challenging situations. Unfortunately, though, this makes Aries very prone to headaches, migraines, and concussions. The sun is in the Taurus constellation between April 20th and May 20th. Like the other Earth signs, Virgo and Capricorn, Taurus has the strengths of being grounded, practical, dedicated, and responsible. Ironically, these bulls have no time for bullshit. Taurus is very stubborn, just like the bull that represents it, and also has the weaknesses of being extremely jealous and unwilling to compromise. A trait commonly associated with Taurus is that they are foodies. That is, they are very fond of food and tend to be really good cooks. Also, Taurus can be, in general, very gluttonous as far as material possessions go. Taurus is ruled by the planet Venus, which is the planet of love and beauty. The body part traditionally associated with Taurus is the vocal cords. As such, Taurus is known to have a lovely singing voice. Even if a Taurus can't sing, they're usually very well spoken, and their strengths are in conversation and speeches. The sun is in Gemini between May 21st and June 20th. Gemini is the mutable air sign ruled by the planet Mercury, and people born with the sun in this sign often have two very distinctive sides to their personalities, depending who they are, which is just like the pair of twins that represent them. Being ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication, Geminis are generally really good communicators and are very good at making conversation. It's almost like Geminis are the social butterflies of the zodiac. This especially makes sense when you consider that Castor and Pollux, the twins of the Gemini constellation, are supposedly in constant conversation. Gemini's strengths are that they are curious, adaptable, and fast learners. Gemini's weaknesses are that they tend to be nervous, inconsistent, and indecisive. When Geminis get lonely, they really feel like their other half is missing and seek said other half vehemently. Geminis are very versatile, open-minded people, making them ideal candidates for any job or team. I have a lot of relatives born under this sign between June 22nd and July 21st, including my mom, brother, and several cousins on my dad's side. Its name is very unfortunate, but there's nothing we can really do about that. Cancer is the cardinal water sign ruled by the moon. The trait most commonly associated with Cancer is emotionality and mood swings, which unfortunately is the bane of their existence. But this can be counteracted with Cancer's strengths of being loyal, compassionate, empathetic, and persuasive. Of the 12 signs of the zodiac, Cancers are the most maternal, so it's no wonder that the body part associated with Cancer is the breasts. My very best friend from high school was born under this sign on August 4th, as are all those born between July 23rd and August 22nd. Leo is the fixed fire sign, quite fittingly represented by the courageous, roaring lion and ruled by the hot, shining sun. Ruled by the celestial body at the center of the universe, their bodies are ruled by their hearts, which can either make their hearts strong and healthy or make them prone to heart disease and other cardiac problems. These lions are said to make ideal leaders because of their domineering and self-confident nature. They also tend to have an all-or-nothing passion about the things and people they care about. At the same time, though, Leos tend to be boastful, arrogant, and materialistic. Not to mention they can be angry and confrontational in the face of conflict and tension. Anyone born between August 22nd and September 21st is a Virgo, just like my dad, whose birthday is September 7th. This mutable earth sign is represented by a virgin or maiden, and the trait most commonly associated with this sign is nitpicking, perfection, and attention to detail, which is both a strength and a weakness. Other strengths of Virgo include being loyal and hardworking, while other weaknesses include being shy and overly critical of both themselves and others. Like the Virgin that represents Virgo, Virgos often approach things as though they are experiencing them for the first time. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, just like Gemini, and as such, communication is another strong point in the Virgo community. Virgo's bodies are ruled by their digestive organs, so a healthy diet is important to them, and they tend to be prone to gastrointestinal issues such as colitis, Crohn's disease, and lactose intolerance, just as a few examples. The next sign in the zodiac is Libra, but to hear about that, you're going to have to watch part 2 of this video. Subscribe to my channel to get more informative videos like this, and I'll see you next time.